Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show, present the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Coming up, we got a lot of matches heading toward Revolution. Coming up, we talk about the Radar Superstar. He's targeting any and everybody that done him wrong. Ed's looking for the Death Riders in his way towards Revolution. Plus, two, MJF wants to remove 3 letters that he feels that kind of made a stain to him. We'll talk about that, what MJF got going on with Hangman Adam Page coming up. As well as this, Swerve Strickland might have a conflict. We'll tell you the conflict coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show on what's going on. Don't forget that we'll have the Predict the Outcome special this Saturday for Elimination Chamber. So look for that coming your way when it drops. We get the Pro Wrestling Show started right here with the AEW Ring Report, right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, Miss Karen. Tell a friend, call a friend, let a friend know that you want to hit that subscribe button and be a part of what we're doing here on Connect TV in our social hub. All right, let's get things started right here, right now with the Radar Superstar Cope, known as Edge, coming up. And Cope led the Primrose Path. Cope saying to himself that, hey, I'm going to be targeting everybody. I got rid of Pac. Cope did that last week with Pac, and Cope want to do some more damage with more coming your way. So Cope saying that he's targeting any and everybody that he wants to get and stuff. So Cope wants to be able to look back and find out what he got to do. And Cope might have to do so and stuff. Cope looking for the Death Riders and stuff. What went down, but Cope targeting any and everybody to get his measure of revenge. Well, that's what Cope's trying to do right now. So could Cope target one by one like he said that he wants to do? Well, we'll have to wait and see a little bit later on the show what Cope's going to do coming up. So we'll see. Well, MJF started to say he's going to remove a tattoo. We just didn't know what a tattoo was. I kind of assumed that it was on his you know what, but it wasn't. It was by his leg. I hope he didn't put no tattoo on his you know what. But the doctor did a laser removal to remove the AEW letters. So I guess MJF is not loyal to AEW. One bit, one shot. MJF even getting the remover of the laser and stuff. MJF targeting Hangman Page. These two men will have a match coming up at Revolution. And MJF, Hangman Page was in a quick match, looked like a match that he won easily. But the story was him attacking the head of town relations, Christopher Daniels, and left Christopher Daniels a bloody mess. I don't know why MJF did that, but MJF did so by targeting Hangman Page. We know MJF and Hangman Page got a score to settle, a vendetta that's going to come your way at Revolution. That's going to be one of a good match right there. When MJF in the match, you got to wonder. MJF wants to get his hands on Hangman Page. These two men want to kill each other. I mean, kill each other the worst way, worst how. Could be seeing that coming up for AEW Revolution. It's going to be a revolutionary match between these two men that really want to attack each other bit by bit after what went down. But Hangman Page ain't forgot about what MJF did. So we get to more action as well. We get to Swerve Strickland right here. Swerve right here with Prince Nana informing Swerve that if Swerve goes against Ricochet and Swerve will be battling for a no one contenders match to see who's next in line for a shot at the AEW title. I think Swerve wants that shot. I think Ricochet wants the shot too, but Ricochet putting his focus on what he wants to do and take down Swerve, but this time be a no one contenders match to see who's next in line for a world title match. We'll see, but we're seeing a little bit of conflict as things are still heating around between Prince Nana and Swerve. What's going on with that? Is there some dissension going on between Prince Nana and Swerve? Could we see Swerve um betray Prince Nana, betray Swerve? Only time will tell, and we just have to wait and see. But you can tell the instance of it sooner rather than later. Well, full circle moment right here as Billy Starks got confronted by Mercedes Monet. And if you look back 10 years ago, right here, this is the photo right here 10 years, Billy Starks with Mercedes Monet when Mercedes was in WWE as the NXT Women's Champion. And a little bit 10 years later, so this had to be 2005, 2015, and now it's 2025. Man, it's a full circle moment right here between them. But Mercedes trying to bully Starks, but in this picture right here, she didn't bully her right here. She just was a fan, and then just threw her coffee and stuff in her face until Mercedes Billy Stark's friend came and helped her out. She wants Mercedes' belt. Mercedes left her championship belt in the hands of this lady. I want to botch her name, but the lady felt like Billy Starks helped her out, gave her the motivation that she needed. Stuff. So we'll see how that's going to go. Speaking of that, was a huge six-man tag team match, the Revival, FTR with Daniel Garcia taking on the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Colorado, Roger Strong. We know that Daniel Garcia and Adam Cole will battle for the TNT Championship. That's going to happen this Saturday on Collision in Oakland. Uh, I guess when you got Elimination Chamber, it's going to be kind of hard. But we saw tonight on how it went down earlier tonight. But Dan Garcia getting himself ready and getting himself on the outlook on what's going on. He's focused, he's prime, he's ready to go. So we'll see that match coming up next week as well. So this weekend. Well, we'll get to Contestia a little bit later, but right here, the Hurt Business, better known the Hurt Syndicate, MVP Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin were scouting new contenders, and it could be these '80s groups or something. They want a shot at the tag team titles. I don't want to botch their name, the Skyrunners or something like that. So they're gonna probably get a shot at the AEW tag team titles, hold by the Hurt Business. And the Hurt Business. Don't be surprised if Cedric Alexander down the road shows up. I can see Cedric shows up, but right here they confront them, let the Hurt Business scoping out their competition. The competition they're scoping out for themselves. We could see that being that way, a possibility down the road. If that happened, Tony Khan has to make it official. Speaking of match that Tony Khan has done right is the women's championship, Hollywood ending. Timeless Tony Storm taking on Mariah May for the women's championship. That's going to happen at Revolution. It's going to be the final endings between their feud. So Mariah May and Tony Storm have a women's championship match down the road, and we'll see that match that's going to be presented. Well, we told you earlier tonight that Adam, the Radar Superstar, Edge, Edge was around. Edge wanted to get his hands on you know who, Jon Moxley, and he did so. He sent Willow Nightingale to attack both Jon Moxley and the whole Death Rider crew is just dismantling piece by piece, and you can tell the Death Riders are that. Every single member of the Death Riders even felt the backlash tonight. What went down and how it went down and how it was going to be heading that way. So we saw a preview of it tonight on how that went down and stuff. Even to the point that Willow Nightingale came out there. Willow Nightingale came out there to help out Moxley. We thought Edge was gonna attack Willow Nightingale with double concerto with Cesaro. That didn't happen. Edge because hit the concerto to Cesaro, and Willow hit the concerto to what's her name and left her out. They all three watching. Jay White watching as Edge can now focus on his attention on Jon Moxley. Edge and Moxley are going to have their world title match at Revolution. Moxley could be in trouble as the reigning and defending AEW champion. His championship aspirations may be coming to an end on how that's going to be coming forward. We know that this right here, Kyle Fletcher, focusing his attention on Will Ospreay. These two men will meet in a steel cage. That match will happen at Revolution. A lot of matches pitted into Revolution, and Don Callis trying to create as ease and create tension as you can tell. Callis don't have to worry either. That Orange Cassidy went against Contesta. Contesta won his championship, he retains his title. Now Contesta will go against Kenny Omega. That's going to happen sooner rather than later. Contesta versus Omega. Student versus teacher, something that Don Callis is looking forward to seeing at at the Revolution pay-per-view coming your way. So we'll see that match once Kenny Omega comes back. And I think Kenny Omega looking forward to getting his we saw that tonight. Sorry, folks. Mike was muted, but we saw that tonight, how that went down and stuff. But trying to look for Ken Omega and Kesha because we saw it earlier. Ken Omega will confront Takeshita right here. This what happened at Revolution right here. Ken Omega versus Takeshita for the international championship at Revolution. So we're looking forward to seeing that match. Can Takeshita keeps his title intact. So we'll see how that's going to go coming our way. All right, that ends the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we'll talk about this. Don't forget this Saturday afternoon during lunchtime, watch Pro Wrestling Show presents the Predict the Outcome special. We'll have predict the outcome for a lot of predictions. The 2 Elimination Chamber matches, the tag team women's match, a grudge match between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and will Cody Rhodes sell his soul to The Rock? That's the question that everybody wants to know. So we'll get that coming up. Don't forget this Saturday coming up March 1st at 1 p.m. 12 Central on Connect TV. Speaking of that, we're hearing Oscar replying back to bullies that the bullies are trying to review how her stats is, and Oscar went on and called them out and told them about themselves. Oscar ain't playing, and Oscar making it seem like, hey, you can't call me out like you want to call me out. So Oscar doing the damage and doing the most. So Oscar playing to what she needs to play tech. All right, we're gonna leave you here on the Pro Wrestling Show with the Kesta, the AEW International Champion, still holding his international goal, and he'll meet Kenny Omega coming up at Revolution. So, for me being Kendra Dix, saying so long, thanks for watching the Pro Wrestling Show. We'll see you this Friday for the SmackDown Ring Report, as well as the Elimination Chamber weekend, kicking off with the SmackDown Ring Report, as well as kicking off with the Elimination Chamber predict the outcome, special predictions, and review as well. So Elimination Chamber weekend starts off this Friday and Saturday night. So for me being Kendrick Dix saying so long, thanks for watching the Pro Wrestling Show.